Hi there, I'm Lindsay if you're new here. Welcome to our home. Today I'll be taking you on a little tour of our 576 square foot hand-built house. That's right, there are 4 of us living here and we built this house ourselves and we're actually still working on it. So it is a work in progress, so I hope you keep that in mind. So there are plenty of homes out there that are big and beautiful and minimalist, but we are not minimalist. We do not have a large house. It is quite small actually, but it's cozy and comfy and it's something that we like. So I'm just gonna take you around on a little tour so you can kind of get an idea of the layout that we've chosen. And I want to tell you as we go around kind of what we'll be doing in each room and what I'd like to do in each room. So you'll get an idea of kind of what's coming up on our channel. We've got lots and lots of work still to do around here. So let's go ahead and get started with the tour. As you walk in the front door, you actually walk into the living room. And as you pan around, you'll see the hall that leads to the bathroom. That's our little linen closet that we recently redid. The kitchen, dining room, and stove here on the left. We'll just start here in the living room. The living room serves not only as a living room, but also as a homeschool room, and as a kids playroom, and as a guest room, because this couch pulls out into a bed. It also serves as an office sometimes, because this lifts up. And it can be a dining room too, and a library. So this room serves many, many purposes. We've got our cat cabinet. This room I would really like to declutter and reorganize the bookshelves. I never really got to do it. I just kind of slapped things up there and moved on to the next project, which you guys know that's kind of what I did with the kitchen also. I was finished with the project, needed to move on to something else, and didn't really take the time to like plan it out and put things the way that I would like them to be. So that project is going to go on with these bookshelves very soon also. And here in the corner I just keep a basket with blankets like all season long, because the kids like to make forts in the summer, and then we use them for movie nights and stuff and all that good stuff. I'd like to do something else here and have like one piece instead of 2. I don't keep much in there anymore because I moved most of the things that were in there into the hall storage. So that piece is kinda probably gonna get out of here soon. Just here by the door I put our shoes in this little thing. We've got our calendar and keys. I'd like to do a sort of command station here and get some more hooks and plan this out a little bit better. So that will probably be in the near future as well. And I think I want to do a built-in down here for all the kids stuff to just kind of hide it away a little bit better. So I've been brainstorming about what I can do down there. So lots of good things coming. A lot of the homeschool stuff I have now moved to the hallway as well. So that stuff's gonna go. The books and stuff will stay, but I'm gonna display them a little bit differently. And also, the ceiling, we're going to actually put a light fixture in here, and we're also gonna be doing like a cool grid pattern thing on the ceiling, and I can't wait to do that. We're supposed to have it done already, but you know, we're behind. We're behind on our projects right now. Living room, I'm gonna move on into the dining room. We're gonna work on that rust on the top of that stove there, but we have a Nectar Australian wood stove. It's also a baking oven down on the bottom and a real cook stove on top. We are in Arkansas, so this doesn't get a ton of use. Our house was originally supposed to be off-grid completely, 100%, and we changed that. We weren't able to get electricity out here in the beginning, but then they ended up being able to supply us out here. So we switched to that, but we had already bought this beautiful wood stove, which is fine because we do love it, but it'll heat the place up in a hurry and quickly, and it really does bake bread and all that good stuff really well. So it's a pretty cool thing to have. Maybe a little overkill now. And here in the dining room, I actually got this at a flea market, this table here. And I know that none of our chairs, well, those 2 chairs might match, but most of our chairs don't match. It had chairs with it, but they were kind of broken down, so I've kind of mismatched some things. Eventually I'd like to get some chairs that match maybe, but I mean, it's okay for right now. This also serves a purpose for not only eating, but our office space is here. But what I'm going to start doing is going vertical with this. So I'm going to use a lot of this back wall here and build in some storage space for our laptops and our office equipment and some of my camera equipment. So this space should look a lot better in the near future. This is our kitchen. I recently did a deep clean, declutter, and fall decorating video here. So this is much the same. I will link that video down below in case you haven't seen it. But yeah, these are just builder grade stock cabinets, but we still do need to put some handles on all those. We need to install our kick plate, and we're thinking about doing something as far as a backsplash goes. So we've got some things in mind, and also, you know, light fixtures and the ceiling grid in here too. We've got things in mind, and those projects will be coming up very, very soon. From the kitchen, we've got this pantry. Now my washer dryer combo is running, so I don't know how loud it's gonna be, but let's go look at it and then we'll talk about it. So in here, we've just got a space down below, holds the clothes basket so we can easily dump our clean clothes from the washer dryer combo. This is the washer dryer combo that we have. It's just an LG washer dryer combo, and it is awesome. If you're like me and can't remember to switch from your clothes from the washer to the dryer, then that might be your best bet. I don't know why more Americans don't have these. Because they save me a lot of rewashing and time. I'm a big fan of the washer dryer combo. And then as we go around this room, I also have all of my, we've got dirty laundry that we're working on, but I've got all my cleaning equipment kind of hung up here out of the way. And I still have a bunch of cords that I'm figuring out what to do with. So we are going to do a light fixture in here. We're going to clean these cords up a bit. I think Jason's gonna drop some electrical in this wall, so we have a plug-in over here, so we won't have this mess here. And I've got a little bit of painting and trim work that I need to do. But all in all, this room's almost done. So let's move on down the hallway and see what else we've got, okay? So as we move down the hallway, we've just got the linen closet that we redid. This is also where we keep our whiteboard. And we just keep upcoming projects here. So as you can see, Jason is going to be moving outside with a lot of our projects coming up very soon. He'll be doing a deck extension, I think is his next big thing. We also haven't put the covering on our house yet, and it's getting cool enough to start doing that. So we're going to be starting all that good stuff outside. And this all inside is kind of backed up and something that we need to be doing now. And here we also have our weekend chore chart. These are kind of the things that we do to get me ready for the week. It's kind of getting the house caught back up so I don't spend all week just cleaning the house. So awesome to have. He knows what needs to be done, I know what needs to be done, and we can check off as we go. So across from our whiteboard is actually our bedroom. So all 6 of us share a bedroom. And when I say 6 of us, I mean the cat and the dog sleep in here too. Usually on top of me. So I guess they don't take up that much room. But we do have 2 kids. One is 6 and one is 3. And we built this bunk bed for them and they love it. So they each feel like they have their own space. This is my 3-year-old daughter's bed. And these blankets that you see on here, it used to be one big blanket that was on our bed, but we went to a duvet cover instead of the quilt. So I cut it in half, so now they have that. So you can kind of use what you got sometimes and not have to buy anything, which I really like doing. So here we just have a little area for them to hang their house coat and house shoes. And I would like to put something to hang Audrey's bows or something like that here. And they have lots of empty wall space here, so there's lots of things that we could do. If you've ever lived in a tiny home, like every amount of wall space becomes storage. So anytime you see empty wall space, you start thinking of how you could fill it up with extra shelves or extra something and make more storage for the home. He does have this little caddy that he keeps his water in at night, and then they have this little star projector with sound, and that puts them right to sleep lately. And Jason and I each have a side table, so that's kind of nice, personal space. We did hang his guitars, and he has more under the bed, but we hung the guitars he actually plays. This is the other side of the room here. We've got two large open closets, which I really don't mind, but I would like to do something differently with our hats. I think I'm going to hang them individually so they just look nicer and not all jumbled together, because that's kind of how they've gotten. They weren't like that at first, but you know, they kind of sag and look funky. So I'm going to be organizing our belts and hats a lot better on this wall, but I'm going to keep them there. And then I also need to clean up the boys' closet. I recently did, mine and my daughter's. So it's kind of picked up and cleaned up a little bit, but theirs needs some help over there. And that is Ruby's bed. Ruby's my boxer. And while that is her bed, sometimes she sleeps on me. We've just got this little piece. This just holds like the kids' underoos and stuff here, and then like extra diapers. We're almost out of the diaper phase, so that can be better storage for other things. I am going to hang a couple of shelves here. I've been using this little desk for sewing, for doing my computer work, for editing videos, when I need some quieter time and the kids are in the living room, because I would rather them be in the living room than in here. So this is kind of my solace. I've been using this desk for a lot of things, or this little dresser for a lot of things. So I think I'm gonna keep it in here, and I may just add like a really close shelf that the DVD player can go on, and then one just a little bit lower for some of the decor type things that I can put them on. That way, when I'm ready to sew, I can just put my sewing machine there and go to town. Lots of big things coming in this room also. We're also gonna do the ceiling grid. We're putting a fan in here, but we're waiting until it gets a little cooler, because he's gonna have to rewire it a little bit for fans. He kind of wired it for lights, like DC lighting is what it was wired for initially, because of course it was off grid. So just a couple of changes that we're gonna make in here. Put up a couple shelves, paint some things, ceiling done, trim, all those wonderful things. But that will be coming up soon. As we walk out of the bedroom, at the end of the hall here is our hall storage organization, which it's still good here. I'm going to reorganize this a little bit. It's the homeschool stuff, and I'll put our books and stuff in here. So I like that I have a space for the homeschool stuff that's not in the living room. So also I'm going to move this like more centered. I used to have two of these here, that's why they're kind of wonky. Or I may put like a short one there for the kids stuff, and then keep one here for mine and Jay's stuff. These will go. This is probably gonna go in Jay's office at work. He's getting a new office, so we're just trying to decide like which one he wants for there. And then the other one I'm probably gonna hang kind of there. Speaking of this hallway, we do plan on adding some barn style doors. One to the bathroom, which rolls, it'll have a whiteboard, like I'll paint whiteboard paint on it, so that'll replace our whiteboard, and it will like store over here. And we may put one on the bedroom door as well, but I don't know that we're gonna use it that much. So that's a maybe, but we definitely are gonna put one on the bathroom, because it would kind of be nice to be able to shut the bathroom door, you know? Here's the last room of the house. So this is our bathroom. It's the only light that has a real, or it's the only room that has a real light fixture in here. But I feel like it makes the room look quite a bit bigger with the bigger tiles instead of the smaller ones. So on this wall, we just use it as towel storage and extra towel storage and just a little bit of decor. And then here's more of our functional storage, extra toilet paper. So if you run out, it's right behind you. And then, you know, might need some spray when you're in here too. We do have a composting toilet. This is the Nature's Head composting toilet. And we don't have a septic, so that's what we use instead. And it's really not gross. I was pretty skeptical about the composting toilet when we first talked about this. But honestly, I feel like it's a lot cleaner, and I can get it a lot cleaner than a traditional toilet, like the ceramic traditional toilet. So it works for us. It's easy to use, it's easy to maintain, and it costs a whole heck of a lot less than putting in a septic. There's no maintenance with it like a septic. I know that this was a super huge tour. Whew, took forever for this huge house. It is, like I say, small but cozy, and it works for the 4 of us. And we love it because it's something that we built ourselves. It's something that we can be proud of. A lot of my decor is from flea markets, or people have given it to me, or if it's the majority of it is family heirlooms, and that's kind of how I like to decorate, and then get newer pieces and pull them in with it. So that's a lot of what you've seen around here. But if you have any questions, just let me know down in the comments below. I want to thank you guys for coming in today, and I'll show you guys outside later. I know I'm gonna get so many comments if I take you outside and there's tieback on the house, even though I tell you, hey, there's still tieback on the house. But we're going to get to that project very soon. We'll be putting metal roofing. We'll be covering the house with the metal roofing, so that's gonna be an exciting project. We'll be extending the deck, so our outside living space will be extended. We're doing lots of cool stuff coming up soon. So if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss those videos. Until next time, I'm gonna say goodbye to you, and I hope you guys have a good night, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. But still I am here.